Alright, this one's got to be quick because rains are coming, and it's been a beautiful day, but there's rain coming, and I got to get this thing ready for that. And I tell you what's been happening, right? A-pillar resprayed. All of the roof rail. If you haven't seen an Instagram photograph, this is off. B-pillar resprayed, and what had happened, that's just fingerprints and stuff, but what had happened here is that the cover had worn the paint off the edges of the B-pillar. C-pillar resprayed because, well, the other two were, and I had caught it with the angle grinder just there. I didn't fill it because I just thought, you know what, no one will ever notice that, but I'll always notice it and remember. So all done, all resprayed. Well, I say resprayed, painted with 2 coats of that lovely thick brush on primer, and then sprayed with Rust-Oleum. It's probably, I don't know if it's foolhardy or mean or anything like that, but I don't really talk about brands unless they're supporting me on the channel, but I use the Rust-Oleum spray can because Rust-Oleum gets really good reviews with everybody, and it seemed like a really good thing. It went on quite well. It was quite soft today. This was it. They had to reinvent the wheel with this thing, which is just rubbish, but it worked. And the can does say on it that it's an any angle can. It did seem to do that too. Anyway, I didn't respray these 2 pillars because they didn't need it. They just have a tiny bit there at the top. I don't know if you can even see that, but no one will notice that. All redone. That one is redone. And the windscreen, well, you can see it's taped there. It's taped because I don't want it to leak, because it's 3/4 of the way in. It's in all the way along there. It's in all the way along there. It's in all the way along the other side, and it's in some of the top. And then I cracked it. I cracked it. Now, can you see the crack? I can't tell if you can see it. It starts there, and it goes like that, and then it goes all the way up. It's actually started up there. And this is a heated front windscreen, which means if I buy it from one of the specialists, it's €500. It's probably more than €500, in fact, and then there's carriage from the UK, because I wouldn't get a new one in Ireland, and I don't have that. So that's, and of course I'm not going to attempt this again. I also split the rubber, the new rubber, so that was toast anyway, but I didn't really mind that because, you know, things can be done about that. But really, I've tried to get a specialist to kind of come and talk to us, and I've failed so far. And I've tried a few times. I tried back when I was doing the Cortina thing. So I'm just going to pay one. But I can't afford the screen and to pay one, you know, straight away. Which this is a bummer. And I went at this because a few reasons, right? But that, you see, I don't think you can see any of these. There is a stone chip there. Excuse my nails, they're filthy. There is another stone chip there, and there's another stone chip there. And funnily enough, none of those three are a test failure. I think they're just within the size limits. But it was really getting on my nerves trying to put a screen that could potentially crack at any time back into the car. So I just went at it, but now I didn't think really hard about it, and what I didn't realise is this, because of the financial aspect, could set me back. This could mean I don't tax this car until after August, and the reason quickly behind that is I'm going to Greece in August. I will just about be able to afford to tax this thing for 3 months. That will be €500. But if I don't do it at the start of May, then the car will be sitting here wasting away tax, which I really don't want to do, you know, because May, June, July, they're 3 perfect months if I had it on the road, and it's very close. Everything else is almost done. So if you, by any chance, are coming to Ireland on the ferry in the next couple of days, or let's say week and a half, let me know, because I could probably get a screen in the UK. I want to replace it with a heated front screen. I just think that's one of the features of the Vogue SE. I don't know. It's just mean, it must have been special in 1991. I think I've said that before. Anyway, if you're coming across, give me a shout. Funnily enough, I'll be in the UK at the weekend, but I'll be coming back on the ferry as a foot passenger, and I'm not sure I would make it or be allowed to carry a naked windscreen onto the ferry, or would it get back in one piece? Anyway, that's where we're at. The rain is going to arrive very soon. I'm going to just tie this down, cover the car. I've already taped it up there. There's no issue, by the way. The roof, I took very careful stock of replacing all this up here. So if anyone's thinking, if you're thinking maybe I left it a bit tight or anything, no. They're just, this windscreen is tough to put in. I've noticed that I tried to do it, by the way where you put the rubber in first. And there's a few reasons I went that way. It is possible. I have seen it done. One key distinction, though, I've never seen that done with a windscreen that has hard corners like this. You see guys doing it, but the windscreens are very curved at the corners, and that'd be a doddle. It's the hard corners that make it difficult. So that's it. I'm going to split. I'm going to get a few last things done, and then I think I'm going to go and rest. The funny thing about this kind of stuff is, I was saying, the funny thing about all these kind of setbacks is I can deal with the setback. That's not really the thing. I don't, shit happens. But I'm tired, and I'm operating largely these days on the excitement of this nearly being done. So when this kind of stuff happens, it takes that excitement away, and then what's left is just fatigue, and all I want to do is go to sleep. So it's very difficult. So I'm gonna just, it's 4 or 5 o'clock now. It's 4 o'clock or something like that, and I'm going to wrap the car up, and I'm gonna probably go and sit in a big beanbag and just snooze, and then probably comfort eat, and then maybe post this. So I'll see you then. Bye.